All right, I'm live. It's been a while, and I forgot to get the link ready for Discords, but that's okay because I don't think there's really anyone here yet. Give it a minute if my laptop will just please. There we go. All right. Wait for a few people to get here before I really reveal what set this is because, well, I mean, you can probably guess what it is just by the thumbnail. Welcome to the stream, Ratman the G. Yeah. You can probably guess just based off the thumbnail what it is, but that is if you are familiar with the Lego Star Wars set waves and stuff. But yeah, just give me a moment and I am going to post this in a few Discords. Wow. Yeah, I'm totally like 5'8". Hold on. Let me. That wouldn't really prove much. I mean, it could just be that the camera's sitting really low. But, I mean, if I were to stand up right now, I would be way out of frame. Well, my head would be. But, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Coconut Bricks and Clone Plays. I've not streamed in a while, and here's the self-promo page. Yeah, Coconut does look pretty skinny. Doesn't look like he's got a lot of muscle mass on him. I agree with you there, Clone Plays. All right. Post it a few more times, and then I will get started because we got a couple people here now. Pardon any background noise. My family is watching something, and I have my window open because it is warm here in Florida, specifically in my room. But the outside is cooler than in here, so. Yeah. All right, almost finished here. There we go. All right, so. Yeah, the set I'm building today is, well, if you couldn't tell just based off the thumbnail, it is the 2007 Jedi Starfighter with hyperdrive ring. So, welcome to the stream, BJ Animated Films. All right, so a little bit of background about this. I bought it off of eBay. I won in an auction for $31, and it was another $9 shipping. So the seller said it is base. It should basically be complete. There's no minifigs included with it, so he couldn't say it is complete entirely. But yeah, seller said it was just sitting on their shelf for a few years. So, like, most of the pieces for the actual set should be here, if not all of them, barring any spare pieces that were included in the original box. But obviously, there's really not going to be any spares in here. So I may have to dig through my personal bins for a couple pieces here and there. But as I was dismantling it a bit, because it did come partially assembled, and well, the goal of this is to build it on stream. So yeah, I disassembled most of it except for this part, because I have built one of these rings before when I built my 2017 one, and this thing is really freaking annoying. So yeah, the original instructions were included, but yikes, they are in bad shape. Like, holy crap, these are falling apart. But I am surprised they were included. I'm kind of glad they were, but I may need to pull up the instructions on my phone or something, because yeah, this is not, well, the outer page is already fallen off. So yeah, I think it may actually be missing a couple pages. I am going to have to pull this up on my phone. So, yeah, instructions, not a big deal though, honestly. Alright, just give me a moment. Interesting fact, lore-wise, it was actually Aayla Secura's starfighter. She let Obi-Wan borrow it after his was destroyed in the Battle of Coruscant. At least in Legends. Canon, or Disney canon. I don't know what Disney canon says about it. I don't care about Disney canon enough to actually go search it up, but it probably doesn't say anything, because the only reference to this being Aayla Secura's fighter was in like a comic from like 2005. So, yeah. And yeah, it has been a long time since I streamed. So, all right. Let's see here. All right. All right, here we go. 7661. Just let me continue. First page says to build Kit Fisto and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, can't do that because minifigs are not included. Oh, okay, it is. It is. All right, awesome. Minifigs aren't included, but the astromech head is. There wasn't actually a body included for this. I believe it's an R4 droid, but is it an R4? Great. Crap, now I gotta look this up. Hold on one second. I gotta make sure. Just give me 1 second. Oh, okay. So it actually does appear that in canon they did use the design. Just going through the Wikipedia page, notice there's a page for it in canon. But yeah, and in canon it's exactly like the one in Legends. So, all right, let's see what type of droid this one uses. And blah blah blah. Yeah, R4G9. That's what droid this is. This is based off of the set itself is based off of the fighter Obi-Wan uses in Revenge of the Sith. If you go to the Legends page, you'll see that it is Aayla Secura's fighter that he uses. If you go to the canon page on Wikipedia, you'll see that it does technically exist in canon. It has only appeared once, but it looks exactly like the one in Revenge of the Sith. So, yeah, I as much as I love the design of the Delta 7, mainly the original Delta 7, not as much for the Delta 7B, because I think the placement of the astromech kind of throws off the design. But yeah, as much as I love the design of the Delta 7, the Edichu is awesome. Legends is the superior canon. You can't change my mind. Now I've got to get back to the instructions for this. There they are. All right, so you're probably not going to be able to see much of the actual building part of this, but simply due to the way I have my camera set up. But yeah, not like the actual building process will be very interesting to watch anyway. So what is everyone up to? Everyone that's here in the chat. How are your days going? That's probably going to sound annoying, but hey. Okay, what improvements did Disney make? Coconut, you're setting yourself up for a ban here. You better explain yourself quick there, bud. Nice coin plays. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the result of that. It is. I could have done a better job when I partially dismantled this at keeping the pieces organized. All right, let's see here. I think I'm building landing gear now. Okay. First, I need another piece. Actually, I'm going to remove some of the larger pieces from the bin. That'll just make it a bit easier on me. These aren't going to roll off the table or anything, so. Alright, should make things a bit easier to find now. Yeah, we'll need that in a minute. Oh, okay. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, I need a few. Few of that piece. Not that you can see that piece that I'm referring to, but. Oh, hey. Seems one of the landing gear pieces was already assembled. That is all right by me. Interesting design here, but I like it. It is. Stay hydrated. If you stay hydrated, your body will thank you. Should actually finish this off before it gets any cooler. All right. Cool. It appears that this may not have been the best time of the day to stream, but I don't care that much. I just really want to build the set, and I wanted to do it on stream. That wasn't water. That was tea. I mean, I do have water, but yeah. What do you drink then, clone? Because if I remember right, the thing you drink on stream has water in the name. Now, what's interesting is that compared to the last year's Edda 2, Anakin's yellow one, this is already a very different build. Even though I'm building the Starfighter right now, like obviously the ring is going to be a different build entirely. But yeah, this already feels much different. Yeah, it literally has water in the name, so. Your statement of waters for the week is kind of backfiring on you right now, Glenn. Yeah, what I was just drinking was some gunpowder green tea. I recently purchased a... that explains why I couldn't get this separated before. Okay. Anyway. I don't know. I do technically now own two, but I'll have to wait until I'm finished building this one to decide if I prefer this design or the more modern one. But yeah. Interesting. Oh yeah. As I was saying, I recently got some more teas because all I've had for a while now is, as far as loose leaf goes, and I don't really drink anything other than loose leaf. All I've had for a while is some Earl Grey and some Sencha. Well, which the Sencha was okay. It's not particularly great, not really bad. The Earl Grey is pretty good. When you've been drinking just two types of tea for a while, it kind of gets old. So, got some gunpowder green tea and some Assam black tea. And they are pretty good. The gunpowder made a nice cold brew. I just let that sit overnight. I mean, it really soaked up a lot of the flavor from the leaves. So, yeah, that was pretty good. But it's also pretty great hot. yeah, this build so far feels nothing like Yeta 2 from last year. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing that they feel so different, but I'll have to see. That likely means that one design is inherently superior. So, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be the newer one because that thing is structurally sound. Like, yeah, last year's Edit 2 is really structurally. Wow, Brick Bro showed up. Only to realize he was on the wrong account. I think that's the first appearance of Brick Bro in a while. But yeah, welcome to the stream, TechBot. I'm guessing you're probably using Brick Bro as kind of like your personal account now. I remember the Brick Bro days. It's right around when I started YouTube. Welcome to the stream, Sneaky Sly Cooper's Adventures. I am just building the 2007 ETA 2 with Hyperdrive Ring. You can't see much of it right now, but hey. Yeah, as I was saying before we get a couple more people, this build feels a lot different from the... I must have missed a step here. Hold on. I did miss a step. Okay. Yeah, this build feels a lot different than the from Anakin's Edit 2 from last year. So, yeah, I don't know if that's good or a bad thing. I'll have to see which one is more structurally sound later. Open to the stream, 327th film. 327th Star Corps. That's my favorite corps of the Grand Army of the Republic. Well, my favorite, as far as pure looks go, my favorite unit in general. And no, I don't mean unit as in what the Kaminoans referred to the clone troopers as. I don't believe unit is an official term used by the GAR. So, I've never seen it used by the GAR, so I'm really just using it to refer to the various different organizational structures of clone troopers, like, just because kind of like a generalization. 327 Star Corps is a unit, the 501st Legion, a unit. Not really specific as far as the size goes. It's just a generalization and a word I can use without having to specify between corps, legions, and stuff. So, yeah. So, to everyone that just joined the stream, how's your days going? Are you working on any projects? I saw Sly mention he was... Wait. I think he said he was listening to the Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. Yeah. So. All right. Yeah, see you in a bit, 327 film. is that? Huh. I can't find the piece in the bin, but I've got one sitting right off to the side that I know it wasn't part of. Ah, here it is. Okay, yeah. That's just part of a random pile of pieces. It just happened to be the exact piece I was looking for, but yeah. I did find the one from the set. Anyway. Yeah, my life's been going well, honestly. I'm an A student so far this semester, so I'm happy about that. Will it last the whole semester? Don't know, but I'll try to keep it up. That's part of the reason I haven't really been that active on YouTube. But I do need to finish off that stop motion at least. You know, The Adventures of Shaddenpoth Part 5. I really have been procrastinating with that. Like, yikes. I will have that released this weekend. Around then. Yeah. So. Which means I should probably get the editing done tomorrow because I'll be busy Saturday. Man. Yeah. I hope everyone's looking forward to that video then. I accidentally took another 2-week break. 2-week-ish. This is me breaking the break, but yeah. Because time just got away from me. But hey, in the process, I gained nearly 20 subs almost now. Yeah, almost 20 subs. Man, I still need to make a 200 sub something or other. Interesting. So yeah, if I do get the editing on that finished tomorrow, then it'll be released on Saturday because I will not really delay to release it because it's already been delayed by my procrastination. So why would I delay it further? Other than procrastinating further, of course. But hey, yeah. But no, I got to get that finished this week. That's my goal. This stream may not be as long as I was anticipating, but because I am a decent chunk of the way through the build already. Well, due to the fact that this ring is intact, this would take up a lot of time on its own, but I don't have to do it. So. I need is a chair. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. hard to tell exactly what brick to place the chair on. But I think I got it right. All right. Wow, this this cockpit piece is in really good shape. I don't really see any scratches or scuffs on here at all. So, wow. So apparently the original owner took good care of this. That's always a good thing. So yeah, thanks to that dude. Especially for selling it for so cheap. Well, it was an auction, but still, like $40 in total. That is a heck of a deal for this set. I mean, if you're looking for a set with minifigs, yeah, this isn't it. Like, you're probably not going to be able to. With what girl? Did I mention a female recently? Huh. I may have. It must have been in one of your streams, TechBot. Okay, yeah. I don't think it was yesterday, though, because I don't remember watching any streams yesterday. Welcome to Stream Crystal Customs. No problem. No. If I mentioned it in one of your streams, then yeah, it's fine. This is the wrong thing. Okay. Here it is. But to answer your question, TechBot, it's going okay. I have no idea, Crystal. Like, man. Anyone here knows it's probably going to be Clone Plays. That does not seem to fit right. I built this a brick too high? No, I built the other thing a brick too low. Nice, Crystal. Yeah. Here it is. Okay, yeah. All right, good. Missed one piece earlier. Glad I noticed that things were slightly off. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Summer Wave part of the reason I'm trying to get a job right now is so I can afford some of those sets, because I'm not passing up my chance to get an Architens, maybe 2 or 3. Good news. According to an email I've just been sent, my package containing my Lego Star Wars Edda 2 with hyperdrive ring has just been delivered. So, good news. The set that I've been building for 35 minutes is here, finally. Thank you. Yeah. That's the power of the USPS. It showed up almost a week late because it was supposed to get here last Friday. And then they notify me, long after I actually have it, that it's here. It's beautiful. So I think I'm finished with the main cockpit area. So. Oh yeah, those two. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, the Mando Starfighter, and of course the UCS LAAT. Oh man, if I get I'm going to get a job. It's just a matter of just continuing to apply until one place says yes. I was supposed to have an interview today, but a phone interview, but I never received the call. I didn't get an email or anything. So I probably should have called them. But yeah. Interesting, Crystal Customs. That is. It's very interesting, especially since some place says that there was no piece like, or that there is no piece like that in that set. That sounds really weird. Oh. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Now I gotta look this up. All right. Let's see if there is a 2x6 in the Trouble on Tatooine. All right. Parts. Yeah, there is supposed to be a dark bluish gray 2x6 in that set. Sorry, Clone Plays, but yeah. All right, let's get back to the instructions and okay, interesting. Another thing I'll be saving up for when I eventually get a job is. Oh, okay. I didn't miss a step. I'm good. Brick Fair, Virginia. Oh, so Clone Plays wasn't wrong. Oh, okay. Everyone else was just using the wrong word, apparently. Well, I apologize to Clone Plays then. I shall never question your judgment again. At least in regards to what pieces are and aren't in a set. Oh, wait. Nope. It's off by one. Oh, there probably are known cases of miscolored pieces. Yeah. Crystal, do you have Discord? If so, and if you're a part of Clone Plays Discord, you should post a picture in one of the, I forget which channel specifically, but yeah, one of the Lego Star Wars channels on Clone Plays Discord. Well, he's here, so he'd be able to tell you which one is best for that. And if you're not a member of his Discord, but you do have a Discord account, then you should join his server. Because his server is awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess the world will never see this miscolored piece. Unless you post a video about it. Which, hey, you can do if you want. That's not a video I would make, but yeah. Okay, some of these pieces are a bit dusty. But that's all right. They're going to get dustier anyway. The set is going to sit on a shelf for a while. Welcome to the stream, KVDK. Haven't seen you around any of my streams before, so welcome. I'm not really looking for any new mods right now. Maybe in a bit, if my channel gets a bit more popular or if more people start showing up to streams. But yeah. Well, that's not quite true, Clone Plays. There are several blue wrenches on my channel. Oh, yeah, it did work for you there, so. But unfortunately, for you at least, I am not Clone Plays. My favorite clone captain is Captain Alpha 17. And the reason is that he's freaking Alpha 17. Like, he's literally an alpha. It's in his name. Like, I mean, that's not the only reason, but sure, it's a darn good one. But yeah. Anyone who says Rex is their favorite must not realize that Rex is literally a knockoff of Alpha 17. Like, hey, welcome to the stream, Survivalist. No, he's an Alpha class ARC Trooper. Alpha class was the class right after the null class, but yeah. All right, see you, TechBot 22. But yeah, that's why he's called Alpha 17, because that is his designation. He's the 17th. Oh. Unless they started at 0, but I don't know if they did. Yeah, exactly, survivalist. Yeah, Captain Rex. It was literally, he's literally a knockoff of Alpha 17. Like, all because Dave Filet Mignon decided, well, we've got too many characters whose names start with A. So instead of changing the name of the new character, Ahsoka, who didn't exist as of yet, now he decided to create a whole new character entirely and deprive the Clone Wars show of having Alpha 17, which would have made it a far better show because it's frickin' Alpha 17. Yeah, the only one who can mod people is the streamer himself, Clone, so it must have been you. Oh. What? Yo, what the frick is this piece? Wow. I've never seen a piece like this before. It's... like, it may be kind of hard to tell. It's like one of those bars with the little wider piece, but it's longer than the one you typically see. I've never seen a piece like this. I can hate on whoever I want. I'm not hating on Ahsoka. I'm hating on the decision to keep her name instead of changing the name of the entire, or instead of, I'm hating on the decision to keep her name over keeping Alpha 17. I mean, to be fair, I vastly prefer the original idea they had, which was for the Clone Wars show to not really... Of course, it would take place in the Clone Wars. It would be tied to the prequel trilogy, but it wasn't originally planned to have Anakin and Obi-Wan and all those guys. Okay. All right, that makes sense. All right, so there were 2-part substitutions. That makes sense. Okay. Which is fine. These are supposed to be blue to match the rest of the fighter, but they're maroon, which I can live with, I guess. Not a huge deal. I can get dark blue ones if it bothers me a lot. Yeah, Ashla. That was originally going to be her name. And she was supposed to have a different master, and it would make more sense, and it wouldn't have contradicted nearly... There wouldn't be nearly as many continuity errors in the show if they had actually done the original plan of having it not connected to Anakin and Obi-Wan. I don't know whose decision it was to have it about Anakin and Obi-Wan and them, but it wasn't a good decision. It just wasn't. There was already That may have been who it was supposed to be. Now I'm thinking about it, I think it may have been Plo Koon was originally supposed to be Ashla's master. I could be wrong on that though. No. But now I'm thinking about it, it makes the most sense. Oh, there's plenty of continuity errors, especially compared to the 2003 Clone Wars show. Like, granted, that those continuity errors are only present if you go by the Legends canon, which you should because it's the far superior canon. Like, obviously, something that's connected to the 2003 Clone Wars show can't be a continuity error in the Disney canon because the 2003 Clone Wars show is not in the Disney canon. So. Yeah, Mike and Ike said I should make a video about all of this stuff. So I may actually do that. Hey, you haven't missed much at all. I'm finishing up the one of the wings of the fighter. Or no, I did finish it up. Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm about to start on the other wing of the fighter. I just got to get this connected. And then the actual ring portion won't take too long because I showed it earlier in the stream. But yeah, the way the seller shipped it, the main ring is actually still constructed. So I don't have to do the most annoying part about this because I've built one of these rings before. It's not freaking fun. Oh, the Clone Wars show still does have plenty of continuity errors in Disney canon. Like, I don't like the idea of inhibitor chips. And according to one thing I read, neither did the writers of the show. They just ran into a problem because they kind of changed how the clones were portrayed compared to 2002 to 2007 portrayal of clones, where the clones were not the biggest fans of the Jedi in general. A lot of clones were more than happy to execute Order 66 because they straight up hated the Jedi. The Jedi were not supposed to be good military leaders. Why would they be? They're not trained as that. Anakin, well, at least in the Clone Wars show, another problem from the Clone Wars show, in the 2002 to 2007 canon, Anakin didn't become a knight till a few months before Revenge of the Sith. Whereas so he was like 22 at that point, whereas in the Clone Wars, the 2008 Clone Wars show, he became a knight almost immediately following the Battle of Geonosis, which, when compared to other Padawans like Barriss Offee, makes no sense because she was actually older than him and had more experience. Yeah, it did originally come with a figure. This one was used. It didn't come with any minifigs, so unfortunately, I don't have the sexiest character in all of Star Wars, which is Kit Fisto, which is a shame. It really is. But yeah. But yeah. Yeah, basically. There, in the 2002 to 2007 canon, not that many Jedi were actually liked by the clones. A few notable exceptions, I believe, Plo Koon, Aayla Secura. Those are just two off the top of my head. Like, they were actually decent leaders because at least with Ayla Secura, she let Bly do most of the strategic planning, and she acted as support and communicated with the higher ups. So, but yeah, and man, I vastly prefer Barriss Offee's ending in the 2002 to 2007 canon because she became a knight. I believe she got a Padawan. And then she was on Felucia with Ayla Secura during Order 66. And she was killed by an ATTE. Huh. Wait a minute. I don't know if she had a Padawan or not. If I remember right, there were 3 Jedi on Felucia: Secura, Barriss, and somebody's Padawan. There wasn't much talked about in the 2002 to 2007 canon about Obi-Wan and Anakin's relationship to the clones because it wasn't in the 2002 to 2007 canon. The 501st wasn't really Anakin's main legion until he became Vader. It wasn't until he became Vader that he started primarily using the 501st because, keep in mind, he was mainly working with the 212th because up until a few months before Revenge of the Sith, he was still Obi-Wan's Padawan. So he didn't really command his own legion. He was part of the 7th Sky Corps. Although my headcanon is that the 501st is part of the 7th Sky Corps anyway. It's just one legion of the 4 within the 7th Sky Corps because that makes perfect sense if you think about it. But are you sure it was the girl from The Force Unleashed? Because I thought her and Shaak Ti showed up afterwards. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. What was her name? Yeah, welcome to the stream, Trandoshan. Yeah, I have played The Force Unleashed. It's been a while, but I've played through the game at least 3 times, the original. And yeah, we're talking about just general Star Wars stuff, mainly about the differences between the 2002 to 2007 and the 2008 to 2014 Clone Wars canon. And obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but yeah, a lot of the differences between the 2002 and 2002 to 2007, I should just say a lot of the difference between the pre-2007 and the post-2008, but pre-Disney canon, are similar to the differences between the 2002 to 2007 and the 2014 onward canon. That probably didn't make any sense at all. Basically, what I'm saying is a lot of the changes made in 2008 to 2014 carried over to the Disney canon. That actually makes sense when said like that. So. Yeah, Maris Brood. That's what I was thinking. But was she the one on? Was she the other Jedi on Felucia? in the... What's this supposed to go? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Well, Krell was a special case. It's not that the Jedi in the pre-2008 canon really hated the clones like Krell did, or thought of them as disposable like he did. I mean, there were ones that did basically think like that, but it's just that they hated the Jedi because the Jedi were terrible leaders. And they really had no place leading the GAR like they did. I mean, I don't dislike it. I mean, I think it makes sense because, if they should have, they really should have elaborated more on how Obi-Wan actually led. But from what is shown in the 2008 Clone Wars show, he did, for the most part, act as a support role, which is how the Jedi should act. They shouldn't be generals, really, at all, because they are extremely underqualified. Yeah. Krell was written to be hated. Which, that's a lot different than... there we go. Than in the pre-2008 canon, where, the clones just hated the Jedi because... Well, first of all, the Jedi were a bunch of hypocrites using a slave army, even though they officially opposed slavery. Biggest hypocrite of them all, Anakin Skywalker. Like, it... I think Yoda's 2001 Honda Civic, honestly, that is one of the few things I'm glad got retconned, because simply due to how powerful it was. Like, it was ridiculous the amount of damage he was able to do with that thing, like, honestly. So that's one of the few things I'm glad got removed in the 2008 to 2008 and onward canon. But Anakin is a hypocrite. You see this in the Zygerian arc. He clearly hates slavery, yet he accepts the position of being a general of a literal child slave army. That he's either extremely stupid or a massive hypocrite. Oh yeah, once ketamine once Yoda got on the ketamine and hopped into his Civic, like, there was no stopping him. Like, the secret first Death Star, like in Legends, there were actually at least 3 Death Stars. Yoda blew that one up by accident when he was on a ketamine high. Like, it's ridiculous how powerful that Civic was when Yoda was on ketamine. Like, it. Mm. Yeah, I do hate that they removed Yoda's ketamine addiction to make the Clone Wars a bit more kid friendly. The Civic, I'm fine with them removing again because of how overpowered it was, but ketamine, I don't know. That was a really integral part of his character arc. I just think that removing it, I don't know. Hopefully Disney will bring that back with the High Republic. I doubt it, though. Not like I'm going to be interested in the High Republic. Hydration time. All right. I'm just about to slap this fighter together. Let's make sure. All right. It's a little bit of dust. But yeah, here's the fighter. Like I said earlier, the maroon is not the original pieces. It's supposed to be blue like the rest of it. But yeah, the seller did mention that there might be some substituted pieces, so there's that. I can always replace those if I want to. But at least he chose a color that does fit the Republic theme. And there is other splotches of maroon, mainly on these things right here, and all the same insignia, just smaller on the cockpit piece. So I will probably replace those, maybe, when I get around. I'll get around to it. Oh, I missed a piece. Hold on. I missed a single bar. But, yeah. Oh. All right, come on, get it. There we go. All right. Oh, one thing I do like that this set has that last year's Edda 2, Anakin's one, didn't, is landing gear. Now, granted, that thing can stand up on its wings just fine, but this thing actually has landing gear. So, hold on, let me get them into it more. So yeah, it can actually just sit on its own, elevated off the ground, you know. All right. Well, if you're not a fan of the Disney canon, then there's really nothing to learn about it, which is the position I'm in. So, on to the ring, and I'm going to be able to skip most of it because the seller did not disassemble it. Well, he stripped off the side pieces and stuff, all the details, but just the main ring he left intact, which is awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Like I don't have to build this freaking thing again. I say again because the design is, as far as, you know, the main structure is pretty much the same as the 2017 hyperdrive ring. Yeah. I'll give you another view of the fighter. Again, the maroon pieces are substitutes by the seller. This was seller said it's mostly complete, barring the minifigures. So, or he said that it should be basically complete, 98, 99% complete. Hey, $40, I can't complain. it won't cost me that much to replace those. That's if I don't even have the pieces on me. So, yeah, now I'm going to move on to this thing. First, I got to scroll down into the instructions to figure out where this left to where the use your words. Use your words. Okay, here I am. Here's the part I should start on. Yeah, yes. Should be a good place as any. All right, how does it go? You know what? I'm just going to strip off these two. All right. Oh, is that the 2010 turbo tank? Trandoshan? Where did that? I dropped a piece. Is that? I think that was it. Okay. Yeah. There we go. All right. So how does this go? I see. I think. Should go here. Space. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, like that's got to be the. As far as the overall build goes, that's probably the best turbo tank, just in general. Like, I wish I had a turbo tank. If I get one of these jobs I've been applying for, then I'll probably end up buying one. But after an ATT, and after saving and spending on the summer wave. I definitely got to get more than one Architens. Like, we're finally getting another Republic ship that isn't a freaking starfighter for once. Like, because really the only one. Well, we've had the frigates. That we've had one. I guess technically two. The C-70 frigate. We've technically had two of those, but it wasn't really the same. Only one of them was the C-70 Charger, which is the type that was retrofitted for combat. I think it looks pretty good so far. Where the frick do those go? Oh, frick. Oh, frick. I missed something. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Crystal means the TX-130 Saber tank. That is true, Crystal, but yeah. Also, the ISD, well, the prototypes of the ISD were at the Battle of Coruscant. The Imperator class Star Destroyer, which was later, when it was finished production, they changed the name to Imperial class. But yeah, the Imperator was part of the Republic Navy for a brief time. Also, the original TIE, not the TIE Fighter, the TIE, which was the prototype for the TIE Fighter, was part of the Republic Navy temporarily. which, okay, I've seen when it comes to the argument of there's a bit of a debate online. Should you call it an AT-AT or an AT-AT? You should call it an AT-AT, by the way. But yeah, one of the things I've seen thrown around online is, well, you call the TIE fighter a TIE fighter, not a TIE. The problem is that TIE is not the name of it. It is actually properly named a TIE fighter. The TIE was a separate prototype of the TIE fighter, which did actually have a period in between each letter to distinguish that, yes, it was a proper acronym, but TIE is a name, whereas TIE was an acronym for Twin Ion Engine. So don't take my word for it. Look it up. If you search TIE prototype in Legends Wikipedia, you'll find it. Wait a minute. Oh, man. Where are they? Okay. Well, that is... Yeah. All right, so it appears that... yeah, 2 of these are not included, which seller didn't say it was 100% complete, so I can't complain about that. But I'm missing 2 of those. It's a shame, but... So far I've got 2 pieces missing entirely and 2 substituted pieces, which isn't bad, especially for what I paid. So it does kind of suck, though. I can probably build a substitution for those, so I'm not too worried. It is kind of annoying, though, but hey, I didn't pay for a complete set. I knew that going in, so I just didn't know exactly what was missing. So. Are you saying that people who call them an AT-AT or people who call them an AT-AT are rare these days? If you mean AT-AT, just put it all as one word, AT, spelled AT-AT lowercase. If you mean people who say it AT-AT, then to clarify, I would write it uppercase with the dash in between the 2 separate ATs. But yeah. Yeah, if you mean people that say AT-AT, then I would just write it all lowercase, no hyphen, no space. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought you meant, yeah. I don't hear that many people say AT-AT. Thank you, Prequels, because nobody calls the ATTE an ATI. Or the ATST, or I mean, not the ATR, not the ATST, the ATRT and ATRT, or they don't call the ATST an ATST either. So, but welcome to Stream Bricks 28. I'm building this ring, and I ran into an issue. I'm missing 2 pieces, but that's okay. That is okay because frick is this supposed to be oriented? Did I? No, I didn't screw this up. I did it right. Yeah. That's okay, because I did not buy this as a complete set. But from the looks of it, it's like 99% complete. So far, there's 2 missing pieces, and 2 pieces were substituted for a different color. But for the price I paid, as long as it's just that, I'll be fine, honestly. Because I can build replacements for... Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I can build replacements for these 2. There are 2 of these missing. I can build replacements for those that will look okay. Yeah. Well, the ATRT and the ATST are built with 2 different purposes. So it's not exactly a good comparison there. Like the ATRT is a recon walker, like, whereas the ATST is a more of a battle platform similar to the AT-AT and ATTE, just in a more compact form. Now, a better comparison would be ATST or ATAP, because those 2 are actually similar in design intention. Which, by the way, to that I would say ATAP all the way, simply due to the mass driver. And again, so when it comes to the ATTE or ATAT, if the Empire were to build ATTEs with the same overall specs as the ATATs as far as armor plating and weapon strength, then the ATTE would hands down be the far superior one, because if it had the same armor and weapon strength as the ATAT, it would be an absolute monster. Because more mobile, lower to the ground. It doesn't have the weakness of the AT, where, if it trips and the neck is exposed. Yeah, Amateur Turtle 8 tamales. Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, the best overall walker between the Empire and the Republic, assuming that they're using the same tech, if they were to build them with the same tech, so, like I was saying with the ATTE or ATAT, same type of armor plating and weapons, then the best one, in my opinion, would be the ATAP, because not only does it have the firepower of an ATTE in its mass driver, but it's far more mobile. Yeah, not the best troop transport. No, best troop transport would go to either the ATAT or the ATOT. I'm guessing the ATOT would probably be a bit better at that, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm just going off because in Fallen Order, when you board an AT-AT, there's not a whole lot of room in there for troops. There is a decent amount, but I just think that the AT-OT would be able to hold more troops. Oh, man. But what do you guys think? What do you think is the objectively best overall walker? My favorite species. there's a lot of ways you could approach that question. Yeah, some of them. I'm just not gonna, I'm not gonna say it like that. Yeah, depending on how you approach that question, it could get very non-family friendly as far as what your favorite Star Wars species is. But if anyone in the chat is going to answer that question, just make sure you approach it in a family-friendly manner. I don't know if CIS has a more diverse Navy, because the Republic does have a lot of ships that you just don't see that often. Yeah, even with that qualification of sentient species. That's what I thought you meant originally. That's what I was going off of. But yeah, you can still approach it in a very not so wholesome way. That's right. But there are many ways you can approach that question. Like, which one do you think has the coolest design? Which one do you think? What is your favorite as far as for fights and stuff? And then there's yet other ways that you could approach the question, which I will not mention. I've seen people talk about this online before, and yeah. The Republic does have a lot of small support ships, though. Like, when you say small support ship, like, how small are you talking? Like, are you talking, like, frigates, or are you talking, like, ships even smaller than that? Because I'd say that anything smaller than a frigate isn't exactly combat, isn't exactly a naval combat ship. Diamond class cruiser. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to look that one up because I don't know it by name. Give me 1 second. So that's like the small end of it. Go to Legends because Legends probably has a bit more information. Okay. Yeah. So you're talking like very, very light cruisers. So yeah. I don't know if the CIS necessarily has more variety as far as like individual, like completely different models of ships. Then yeah, they probably do. But if you count in variants of ships, like the Acclamator has like 2 or 3 different variants. The Architens has at least 2 variants I know of. The Venator, even some variants had a Yeah, there was a variant with the extra beam added into in place of the or in where the underbelly hanger was, which made the underbelly hanger not functional as a hanger, but dang, that beam was powerful. So I know the Providence class, there's the 1 kilometer and the 2 kilometer versions. Right. Well, okay, the hard cell transport, that's not exactly a combat ship, dude. Like it's a transport ship. If they can be taken out by a couple of LAAT missiles, yeah, like the Delta 7 has it has in Legends. There's like 5 different variants of the Delta 7. I'm not kidding. Like there's the original Delta 7. There's the Delta 7 Speed, the Delta 7 Mobility. There's the Delta 7B and the Delta 7. I don't know if there's other variants of the Delta 7B, like for speed and mobility, like there are with the original Delta 7. But yeah, there's at least 4 variants of the Delta 7. Yeah, like I'm talking like when you say, as far as the Navy goes, let's just limit it to combat ships. Like, so no, there are 3 models of the Delta 7, or there are 3 variants of the original Delta 7, not counting the Delta 7B. And there are also at least, I believe, 2 variants of the ETA 2. Yeah, there are at least 2 variants, one with a astromech socket and one with an integrated astromech. But yeah, if you look in Legends for the Delta 7, the original, not the Delta 7B, you'll see that there's the Delta 7, Delta 7 Mobility, and Delta 7 Speed. And I'm not counting like ones that were customized by the owner, like Anakin's from the 2003 Clone Wars, or yeah, I'm not counting ones like that were customized by the owner. I'm talking like oh man, now I gotta look up the Sabaoth because I think I've seen it before. Okay, yeah, I do know what this thing is. But well, yeah, the Malevolence, there was really only one of those, though, as far as I know. At least one, there was only one with the ion beam that I know of. Like, there could have been more of this ship line, but I don't think any of them, if there were others, I don't think they had an ion cannon. But yeah, I think the CIS, what was it, the Bulwark? I think that's what I'm thinking of. That's an interesting design that the CIS had. There's that, which I need. Interesting, Crystal. Are you talking about the what is it? I know the name of it. Lucre Hulk. The donut one that was in The Phantom Menace? Or are you talking about the one in the like kind of sphere that's broken into two but connected in the middle, kind of one from the Umbara arc in the Clone Wars? Because if you're talking about the like sphere one that was broken into two, looked like two halves of a sphere connected in the middle, that was actually a supply ship. Yeah. Well, yeah, they probably did have a larger navy as far as ship count, but yeah, I don't know if they necessarily have more variants of ships, especially if you limit it to ships that originated with the CIS, because most of the Republic ships originated for the Grand Army of the Republic, whereas a lot of the CIS ships were repurposed ships. But yeah. All right. Well, Trandoshan, I have no idea what ship you're talking about then, because those are the only two CIS ships that are circular-ish that I know of. Oh, wait. Honestly, I don't. I think overall Republic ships were actually a bit weaker. The advantage they had, I believe, was more tactical, strategical, really. Just a gosh darn minute. Okay, yeah, so I had it right. Because the Republic did not have that many strong capital ships for just full on ship to ship combat. Like there's a reason that the Victory cruiser, which actually the Victory cruiser, it's not really a cruiser, it's really a light star destroyer. There's a reason that made such a big impact because it was really the first kind of capital ship they had that packed a huge punch. Whereas the Separatists, they had the Providence class, they had Lucre Hulks, they had Recusants. But the Republic did do a lot better fighter combat. Probably due to the fact that they had organic beings flying their ships and not stupid droids. That and most of their fighters had shields. Yeah, he's not saying that's the ship he was talking about. He's saying that's the name of the spherical looking ship. But that's not the one he was referring to earlier. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Okay. Appears I'm missing one more piece, which is uh, I'm supposed to have one of these, but the inverted one. Open the stream, Tristan. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm getting close to finishing this build, so I'll be wrapping it up pretty soon anyway. So, but yeah, thank you for stopping by. Jedi were not that common in the GAR, especially Jedi pilots. Like when they had them, sure, it benefited, but they just weren't that common. So yeah, it's kind of like, well, if they did have them in that fleet, then yeah, it would have been a huge benefit. But they really didn't have them all that often. Yeah, I'm really curious about this ship that Trandoshan's mentioning, and I want to know what it looks like too. Okay, so if I just look up. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, I know what that ship is. It's in the mod for. Oh man, what? It's in Republic at War, the mod for Star Wars Empire War. Open the stream, LNN Studios. Yeah, it is a starfighter carrier. One of these says it's called the Megaton class, but I don't think that's an official name. So. What is this one? Oh, interesting. But I gotta finish this up. Yeah, most of my knowledge about these weird separatist ships mainly comes from mods for Empire War. So, yeah, they use a lot of these weird ships, uncommon ships there, like in Republic at War and Fall of the Republic, which, if you have Empire War, try out both of those mods. It may not even be an official design, Clone Blaze. Like, it may just be a fan design. Which, if it is, Disney may steal artwork and use it in canon because Disney has a bad habit of stealing fan-made projects, not paying the creator, and just literally using their exact artwork. Like, I'm not talking about copying what they've made. I'm talking about literally using the exact images, fan-made images. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, if you want to know more about that, the channel Eckhart's Ladder has a lot of videos about it. Like, it is ridiculous. They're literally stealing art from content creators. Oh, so if it's from a comic, then yeah. Welcome to the stream, Mike and Ike Productions. All right. I need to focus on this. All right. I'm getting towards the end of this, mostly. So yeah, Mike and Ike. As somebody in your stream the other day predicted, I am building the 2007 Edda 2 with hyperdrive ring. Welcome to the stream, Angel Flota. Yeah. 2007 Edda 2 hyperdrive ring. I'm finishing off the hyperdrive ring. Oh. But yeah, this set, I got it on eBay for $31 plus $9 shipping, so $40 in total. And it's like 99% complete. There are a couple missing pieces, a couple substitutions. But I can work around that because $40 is a great price. No minifigs, but that's okay because still a great price. Because this thing goes for like $60, not counting shipping. Like that was the cheapest one I saw on Bricklink. Actually, I'm going to check what the cheapest one on Bricklink is right now. Yeah, the cheapest one on Bricklink from Denmark is $57. So $60 basically, plus shipping. Cheapest one from the US is $75. Again, then you have to add shipping. So I got a great deal on this. And I really need to finish this up because my phone is not doing well as far as battery. So how has your day been, Mike and Ike and Angel Flota? Oh, nice. Yeah, I wish I had a slave one. I wish Lego would make another Jango Fett slave one because It's been 19 frickin' years, Lego. You're at least for Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary, give us a Jango Fett Slave 1. Like, come on. Yeah, I was really happy about this. I actually originally set out to buy a... What did I set out to buy? Oh yeah, I originally wanted to buy an ATTE. But I couldn't really find any for a price that was good enough for me because I didn't have a lot of money. I had more than $40, but I just ended up paying $40 for this because I saw, hey, because when I first saw the auction, it was at like $25 was the starting bid. A couple days later, it was up to 26 for the bid. And then in the last 5 minutes of the auction, it shot up to $31. I was the final bidder at $31. So, yeah. Oh, that's not where these are supposed to go. Is it? No. If they do, it better be a Jango Fett's Slave 1. Oh, okay, that makes sense now, actually. I just realized something I did wrong on the build. It all makes sense now. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they would make a UCS Jango Fett Slave 1. I hope we get a UCS set for the 20th anniversary. A UCS Acclimator, please. Like, that would be amazing. Or a Master Builder Series Geonosis Arena. That would also be amazing. But yeah, I'm not asking for an entire wave of just purely Attack of the Clone sets. But at least a few, like, sprinkled throughout the year, like 5 to 10 sets based off of Attack of the Clones. And 1 or 2 UCS sets. I think if we are going to get a UCS set of anything, it's probably going to be another Delta 7. Maybe even with hyperdrive ring. If they were to make a Delta 7 with hyperdrive ring in UCS form, that would be amazing. Welcome to the stream, Liam Roberts. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the movie style B2s. Well, the movie style, the game style, basically anything that isn't the 2008 Clone Wars show or based off the art style of the 2008 Clone Wars show. Yeah, that is my preferred B2. Because I think the B2s in the 2008 Clone Wars show are just straight up ugly, man. Yeah, I do want a UCS Venator, but since Venators were not in Attack of the Clones, I doubt we would get one as part of an anniversary wave for Attack of the Clones. So. Because it wouldn't really make sense. The B2s in the Clone Wars aren't fat. It's just that they hit arm day and nothing else. Like, they did no core at all. Like, their stomachs are so freaking skinny, man. Like, but yeah, they did absolutely no core. Well, they are really just the film version, just using modern CGI. Yes, you should include that in your video, Mike and Ike. Like, it makes sense for the B1s to have tiny and skinny legs because that's kind of how they are designed. They are cheaply made, so obviously they're not going to give them a lot of armor and plating and stuff. But the B2s are meant to be able to. Really, they're meant to where like a couple of them, like 5 to 10, could take on a Jedi, and a lot of the times win. That was kind of their job. Whereas the B3, now that was designed to be a single-handed Jedi killer. Like, holy crap, the B3. If you don't know what the B3 is, look it up. Because that thing is insane. Yeah, the IG-100 Magna Guard is a really freaking cool droid. Yeah, yeah, the ATDP, like, what the frick is that all about? It's ridiculous, man. Like, I do not like that walker. Yeah, the B2s and Republic Commando are definitely the best form of a B2 that the CIS could hope for. Well, if it's supposed to be a policing vehicle, it makes sense that it's heavily armored and not very well armed because, I mean, you don't really need military grade weaponry to deal with most situations in a civilian environment. You know, unless you're Britain in Northern Ireland. Just gonna let that be as it is. Okay, I'm gonna need to go back and get one of these again. Did Nolark voice support for the IRA? Find out next time. No. The answer to that is inherently no, because nothing I just said would indicate support of the IRA. Because condemning the actions of one side of a war does not mean I'm supporting the other side. Like, just because I think that the Jedi, and when I say Jedi, I mean people, I'm not referring to the Jedi Order, I'm referring to people who were properly considered Jedi, which was only Knights and Masters. I think the Jedi did deserve Order 66. That doesn't mean I think that Sidious deserved to rise to power. But yeah, I do think for the most part, the Jedi deserved Order 66. Okay, I'm missing a couple 1x2s. I'm missing one 1x2, which is fine. I can just grab one from my collection. I made it very. I just made it very clear. I said Jedi, meaning only Knights and Masters, because, as Padme made very clear in Episode 2, when they were on Naboo, someone referred to Anakin as a Jedi when he was a Padawan, and Padme was quick to correct and say, "Oh, he's not a Jedi. He's still a Padawan," which means that Padawans were not considered Jedi. So when I say Jedi, the Jedi deserved Order 66, I'm referring to people who were actually considered Jedi by the Jedi Order, which was limited to Knights and Masters. And, well, it wasn't entirely limited. Like, once, like the Jedi Temple security forces, yes, those guys were considered Jedi, too. But in a vast majority of the cases, a vast majority of the time, Jedi is referring to either a knight or a master of the Jedi Order. So, no, I don't believe the younglings and Padawans deserved it. No, she didn't, because if anyone knew that, it would have been Anakin. And he didn't say, actually, according to this such and such of the Jedi Code, Padawans are considered proper Jedi. No, he didn't say that. He didn't disagree with her at all. He didn't correct her in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah. Yeah, Temple Guards do count as Jedi. But, so, not entirely limited to Knights and Masters. So, Temple Guards are an example of that. But, yeah, basically anyone who passed the Twilight Trials. Yeah, basically anyone who passed I think that's what it was called, the Twilight Trials, was a Jedi, a proper official Jedi. If they didn't, they're not an official Jedi. I'm not finished with this thing. This needs to be turned. Does it? Yes, it does. No, not really. They are part of the Jedi Order, but that doesn't mean they're a Jedi. There were many civilian employees of the Jedi Order who were not Force sensitive at all, but they were part of the Jedi Order. They just weren't Jedi. Just like the Agriculture Department. Movie style B2s all the way. Welcome to the stream, General Rex. I remember you. Just been a while since I streamed. But yeah, welcome. I was just talking about how I believe that the Jedi deserved Order 66, and how when I say Jedi, I'm not referring to all members of the Jedi Order, but people who were properly considered Jedi, which was anyone who passed the Twilight Trials, and yeah, like Knights, Masters, Temple Guards, those guys. Those were the only people technically Jedi. Padawans, no, they weren't Jedi. Younglings, not Jedi. Part of the Jedi Order, yes, but not Jedi. But yeah. Because hey, when a cult that convinced the government to do forced blood testing, then frick did I mess up here? I didn't mess up anything so far, actually. Uses the government for the forceful abduction of children and refuses to return them to their parents when asked. And then uses said children as child soldiers in a war. Do they deserve to die? Abso-frickin-lutely. Abso-frickin-lutely they do. Yeah, no. Cult wizards, strong political power. Uses the government to do forced blood testing of all citizens. Yeah. Then takes those citizens, and if the parents don't consent, well, they can just get the government to force them to. Yeah. Yeah, those guys kind of deserve to die. All right. See you, Mike and Ike and General Rex. Yeah. I'm almost finished anyway. I just got to put the last few finishing touches on this ring, and I will be good. I liked my ETA 2 Actus, so I put a ring on it. But okay, good. I have them. I was worried there for a second. All right. Oh, interesting. Either I'm missing a couple pieces, which I don't think that's the case, or I wasn't meant to do something, which I did. So I'm going to have to fix that here in a moment. Easy fix to do, though. I think I have this backwards. Do I have it backwards? No. I had it partially backwards. Okay. Dexter, absolutely. Screw Ponkrell. All my homies hate Ponkrell. Ponkrell is a disgrace to his species. He deserves to die a far more brutal death than he did. Yeah, screw Ponkrell. Well, that is a Star Wars hot take. An incorrect one, but it's a Star Wars hot take for sure. Imagine Grievous with Pong Krell's lightsabers. Well, let's look at the definition of a Mary Sue, shall we? Yeah, Mary Sue is a term used to describe a fictional character, usually, but not limited to, female, who is seen as too perfect and almost boring for the lack of flaws. Yeah. Now, there are more detailed definitions, but the stream will be ending soon because I gotta finish this up. Let's get back to the instructions. And Ray absolutely meets that definition. Hold on once. I see. The definition doesn't say a complete lack of flaws, but an unrealistic. Hold on, let me bring it up again. Yeah. Seen as too perfect or almost boring for lack of flaws. Again, a lack, just because you really lack something doesn't mean you don't have it entirely. But to that, I would say, what flaws does Ray have? Yeah, lack, to be deficient in or missing. So Ray is definitely deficient in flaws because even if she has some, they are not that many because she's a poorly written character. I haven't made any more progress on the tavern, no. You told me to watch a video that says she isn't. I can tell you to watch a video. I'd have to go back and find them, but I can find several saying why she is. So I have seen videos as to why she isn't. And none of them I have seen are good at all. They do a terrible job explaining their point. Because they really have no point. Yeah, I will look at that video. I will watch it. I'm not saying that video specifically isn't good because I don't know if I've actually seen it or not, but I'm saying that I have yet to see a video that does a good job defending Ray at all. But yeah, man. Okay, so there is one video I've seen. It's by a channel called Literature Devil, which is called "Why Rey is a Mary Sue and Luke Skywalker is Not." That is a very good video. I recommend watching that. So I will watch the video you recommended if, well, whether you watch the one I recommend or not, but yeah. Wow, that is way too long of a video. Okay, like the one I recommended is only like 36 minutes, but if you need, holy crap, that is a long video. I don't know if I'll watch it in its entirety then, because, oh man. Yikes, that's a long video. Pull up the instructions again. I need to pull out some other pieces, apparently. I guess I'll have to substitute, at least for now, for some gray instead of white. There are some 2+ hour videos I've seen. The channel, I think the channel name is Mauler. I watched his entire series about The Last Jedi, which is like 7 hours in total. I think that's the name of the channel. Still Crystal, that's a lot of video to watch. And I'm guessing most of it is filler that doesn't actually pertain to the topic. I can't say that for certain. That's just a guess, because videos like that are about just a single topic and last that long usually contain a crap ton of filler that isn't actually relevant to the topic. Trying to find one bin. Or one bag. Maybe we'll find the pieces in here. Look, I will give the video 40 minutes. If I will watch it for about 40 minutes, and then if it's just going off into a bunch of non sequiturs, I'll probably stop watching it. If it actually does remain on topic, then yeah, I probably will get around to watching the full thing. Yeah. And but another problem is that a video explaining why Ray isn't a Mary Sue, unless it is responding to directly responding to a specific post, then it's not going to be very good because proving a negative is generally not the way to go. Yeah, I will. But yeah, like the guy that made that video, it's not his job to prove that Ray isn't a Mary Sue. It's anyone that claims Ray is a Mary Sue to provide proof that she is a Mary Sue indeed. So unless the video is actually responding to specific criticisms, like from, say, other YouTubers or forum posts or something like that, then yeah. What was I? I have this on backwards. That's why I'm looking at this all wrong. I mean, I may not watch it all within the same week, even, but yeah, if the video does stay on topic, then yeah, I will watch the full thing as long as it's staying on topic and not going into a bunch of non sequiturs or going into, well, whataboutisms. Okay, so video. Yeah, I mean, as long as the guy that made the video is responding to what other people have said, then that will take care of one of the issues that a lot of those types of videos have, which is that they try and prove a negative. So I'm finished-ish because here it is, the almost finished thing. I still need to I still need to find some sort of replacement for these two missing plates that are supposed to be here and here. And I got to do something about this because there's supposed to be the mirror of this over here, but there isn't one. But yeah, the set is like 98, 99% complete, so I can't complain, especially for what I paid. So I'll be wrapping up the stream here in a couple minutes then. So, all right. In that time, I will find that video that's Crystal mentioned. Yeah. Anyone has anything to say? Go ahead. Because this is the last few minutes. All right. I will save this to. Nope. Save this to. Watch later. All right. I got time tonight, so I'll probably watch some of it. But yeah, I probably will get another Edda 2 eventually. I do want to pick up at least one more of the 2020 Anakin's Edda 2. So, yeah. Yeah, I kind of expected the thumbnail to be cringy. I was trying to copy Mike and Ike's style of thumbnails, so just to see how it went. All right, see you, Trandoshan. All right, see you, Crystal. Looks like everyone's got to leave. And, yeah. All right, well, this is going to do it for the stream then. Thank you, Coldplay. Yeah, I was going for Mike and Ike style thumbnail, but yeah. All right, then. Well, I've got nothing more to say. So, thank you all for coming out to watch this stream. Thanks for all the people that stuck around for more than a few seconds. So, thank you all. And I'll get around to finishing The Adventures of Shadpoth Part 5 probably tomorrow. And then try and have that out Saturday or Sunday. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Have a great evening.